Are you feeling overwhelmed setting up your Notion workspace? If I were starting from scratch, these are the 5 essential dashboards I would build first to keep my neurodivergent brain and business running smoothly. Hi, if we haven't met yet, I'm Bridget, she, her, systems and self-care witch. I'm a Notion consultant and I build intentional systems for neurodivergent creatives who want to feel proud, successful, and get shit done. Thank you for being here and thanks for subscribing to my channel and supporting my small business. Today, I'm going to tell you about the 5 dashboards I would prioritize setting up if I were starting my Notion workspace from scratch. Let's get into it. All right, so first up, I would start out with a headquarters dashboard. This is going to be the main page where all of the other dashboards and databases in your workspace live. This dashboard helps to keep your entire workspace tidy by organizing all of your other pages. And it's cool because you can organize this page in whatever way works best for your brain. It also helps to keep your sidebar uncluttered because now instead of having a bunch of just loose pages over here in the sidebar, they're now tucked away here in your HQ. And you can see here, I just utilize the favorites option to go ahead and put my most used and favorite pages there. So it's not just like an endless list that I can't find things in. So by putting your dashboards and databases on this main page, that enables you to go ahead and be able to paste and remove filtered views of your databases all over your workspace without worrying about messing up or accidentally deleting the original database. It also prevents losing databases and pages. It's easy to create a page somewhere and then create a bunch of databases on that page and then lose track of where you put them later on. So it's nice to know that they all live right here. And for me, it is really great for my brain because when I'm looking for something specific, I know this is where I need to go to find it. So for example, if I want to send somebody the link to my YouTube channel, I will come here to my HQ and I know that's a link. So it's going to be in my quick links and biz info. I can do a quick search for my YouTube channel and grab my link right there. I know exactly where to go to find what I need. I call my headquarters my Holy Grail HQ because it's the most valuable page in my whole entire workspace, and it's essentially the organizational gold that my brain has always needed. So I have 3 sections on mine here. I've got it set up with my business section, my personal stuff, and then anything related to my home life. I've got my business section up top because that's what I use the most, so it's really easy for me to access what I need. And I use columns here, I use headings, and then I also use toggles to help organize everything further. I've got the Holy Grail HQ business system as a template that you can check out at the link in the description below, and it includes all of the rest of the dashboards and databases that I'm going to talk about next. The second most important Notion dashboard to create is a daily dashboard. This is going to be your go-to page each day to show up and get stuff done. And you can optimize this dashboard to show you whatever your brain needs in order to get your best work done. It can be simple and minimal or robust and maximalist. My best advice would be to brainstorm all of your must-haves, nice-to-haves, and possibly also keep track of things that you don't really need, and then put it to use, do some experimenting and refining, and see what's actually helpful and what might just be clutter or cause distractions. At a minimum, I would suggest having your daily or weekly task list and some inspiring images or digital spells to keep you excited, motivated, and focused. I have a full walkthrough of my daily dashboard that you can check out here. And if you want to grab just the daily dashboard template a la carte without the entire Holy Grail HQ, you can check that out at the link in the description. Here's my personal dashboard right now. I love having my digital spells throughout my dashboard, all my visuals here. And my favorite databases I have on here are my projects, my inbox, which right now is tucked away in this tidy little toggle so you can't see all my personal stuff. I've got my inbox processing station here. And then down a little further, I have my tasks, which is where I go to get my work done each day. That is where the magic happens. My next most used dashboard is my content dashboard. So this is the space where I store ideas, keep track of what content I am working on, schedule my content, and store everything once it's done, like the copy that I've written and links to where the content lives on the internet. I have mine set up with inspiring and fun visuals mixed with reminders up here of my goals. And then I also have distinct sections with each step of the content making process. So I've got different views of this same database here so I can see what is scheduled here on the calendar. I've got my creation station. I can see in this toggle what is currently in development. I've got an ideas section to brainstorm, and then the database filtered to show me just my ideas and pitches. And this is the template that is included in the Holy Grail HQ. And on my personal content dashboard here, I'll show you an example of what my templates look like. I have templates set up for each different kind of content. So looking at my YouTube one here, I have everything that I need inside of here, like my to-do lists. I've got my quick links, and I'll have all of my copywriting here in these toggles too. And this makes it very handy to reference when I need links later or recalling information for new content. I also have my content database related to my projects to help keep it organized and help keep me focused on my goals and objectives when I'm making a piece of content. Next up is the Second Brain. The Second Brain dashboard is a resource or reference library to store important things to recall in the future. I've seen a lot of Notion creators talk about a Second Brain as the entire Notion workspace system encompassing your projects, tasks, everything. That's what I affectionately refer to as my Holy Grail HQ. That's what I talked about at the top of the video. The way that I use this Second Brain dashboard is just as the reference library that lives within the Holy Grail HQ. I have a full walkthrough on how I use my Second Brain that you can check out here if you want a more in-depth look. So this is what the dashboard looks like. It just has some filtered views here of the Second Brain database. I save things here like inspirational websites, sales pages that might be helpful for my business, my favorite newsletters, coupons, to my favorite online shops, blog articles, websites related to project or goals that I'm working on, anything that I might like to reference at a later date while working on something like a project or a piece of content. And I love having my Second Brain dash organized by using a related database called tags. This makes it super easy to keep the Second Brain organized and easily usable. So inside of these tags, I have a template set up to show me filtered items from my Second Brain that are just that tag. So I can go, if I'm looking for something branding related, pop here in the branding tag and see what I've saved that's related to branding. And of course, I love using emojis to help my brain visually with organization and categorization as well. And I do have a video where I talk about that too and how it helps my neurodivergent brain. Last but not least, we have SOPs or standard operating procedures. I don't actually have this one set up as a dashboard. It is just a database, but it is a really important one and I felt that it should be included here. You're more than welcome to set it up as a dashboard. I just don't feel like I need a specific dashboard because I don't feel like I need anything else on this page to help me to use it successfully. This is a really helpful database to start building out for your business. Your standard operating procedures are the processes that you use to get things done. And by documenting the steps, it makes your tasks much easier the next time you go to do them or when you're training somebody else to do them down the line. This is super helpful for my neurodivergent brain because then I don't have to try to remember all of the steps that it takes when I sit down to do something like my monthly bookkeeping, for example. This is my personal SOPs list. For my monthly bookkeeping, I can just pop open my SOP checklist, start checking off the boxes, and that frees up an immense amount of energy and brain power. I have this SOP database related to my projects so that when I'm working in any of my projects, like my finance and bookkeeping one, for example, I can go into my project and see my SOPs that are just related to this specific project. So it makes it really easy for me to access what I need. And if you want to see more on how I manage my projects in Notion, you can check out that video here too. There you have it, the 5 Notion dashboards or databases that I would set up first if I were just starting out in my Notion workspace for my business. If you want to hit the ground running with a fully set up workspace, check out my Holy Grail HQ template in my shop. I also love making custom Notion workspaces. So if you want a personalized HQ, daily dashboard, or another magical dashboard, please reach out via my website and let's set up a free consult to chat about making your Notion workspace dreams a reality so that you're able to show up in your business with more ease and excitement. Let me know in the comments, what are your top Notion dashboards you would start your workspace with, or if you don't have them yet, what you want to set up. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Notion workspace encompass it.